A call in Haiti for an international audit of funds from Venezuela's PetroCaribe deal. And in sports, Trinbago Knight Riders are the CPL champions again. I'm Ricardo Robertson. This is Caribbean in 10 for Monday, September 17. I'll be back with the details after the break. We begin in Haiti, where the Speaker of the Chamber of Deputies, Gary Bordio, has called for an international audit of the PetroCaribe funds that has already led to the downfall of one government in the French-speaking CARICOM nation. He was speaking yesterday at the Chamber of Deputies ratified the general policy statement of the new Prime Minister Jean-Henri Sion. Now, concerns as to how the PetroCaribe funds have been used by previous governments have resulted in Haitians taken to the streets in protest at the billions of dollars that have already allegedly been squandered from the Venezuela oil program. Haitians have launched the PetroCaribe Challenge campaign that has already resulted in the removal of the government of the Prime Minister Jacques-Guy Lafontaine and his cabinet. Now, following Haiti's 2010 earthquake, Venezuela forgave $295 million in debt that Haiti has accumulated since joining the program back in 2006. However, since the quake, the debt has ballooned to $2 million. A Haitian Senate Commission investigative report last year alleges a significant amount of money had been embezzled under the program. Trinidad and Tobago's Police Commissioner Gary Griffith says he's intent on restructuring and reforming the country's police service. The details from Alicia Boucher of TV6 News.
Commissioner Griffith tells us he's engaged in meetings aimed at restructuring the police service where things like productivity are concerned. But what about rooting out the bad elements within the TTPS? The top cop says it is what the public wants, and he's giving a commitment to do everything within his power to ensure that the TTPS is professional and officers are held accountable for their actions. But even amidst the problems in the service, Commissioner Griffith says it's no reason for citizens to disregard law and order and those who have taken an oath to uphold it.
Almost every police department in the world, you will have concerns with police officers being involved in all sorts of serious crime. You do not hear members of the public say that they are going to disrespect, disregard, ignore those police services. What you do is what we have seen is that I intend to ensure that no blanket is covered. If any member of the Trinbago Police Service decides to disrespect their call to duty, they will be dealt with immediately.
President of Jamaica's main opposition People's National Party, the PNP, Dr. Peter Phillips, yesterday promised that a PNP government would provide full scholarships to the first child of every Jamaican family to pursue tertiary education as part of a new assault on poverty. On the closing day of the party's annual conference, at which he said the 80-year-old party is renewed and ready to take over the leadership of the nation, Phillips vowed to end what he termed the apartheid system of education, especially at the secondary level. He said the PNP would mobilize the private sector, the church, and the community to change the system. Now, Phillips announced that a PNP government would make tertiary education more affordable and would establish a first in the family scholarship program to provide full scholarships for the first child of every Jamaican family to enroll in a tertiary institution. Attention would also be given to a student's loan bureau to ensure that loans are capped at a percentage of borrowers' salaries. Still in Jamaica, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management says it has not received reports of damage following an earthquake across some sections of the island yesterday afternoon. The 4.6 magnitude tremor was centered in Riversdale, St. Catherine. Residents across this corporate area, St. Catherine and Clarendon, confirmed feeling the tremor, while others as far away as Falmouth in Trelawney and some in St. Anne reported the earthquake. Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
This month on Caribbean Passport, we take a bite into Barbados at the Food and Rum Festival. We get an intimate look into this world-class event by top chefs and mixologists. And if that isn't enough spice, we visit Pure Grenada. All coming up right here on this station.
You can do a simple search on YouTube and find videos of third world government Senate chambers breaking into unbridled chaos and even violence as the lawmakers lose their collective cool over whatever it was they were debating. Watching sessions of Parliament in the UK can become quite comical as the satiric rhetoric and verbal insults are hurled about with reckless abandon. So it was with a certain amount of sadness that I watched the opening day of the Supreme Court confirmation hearings for nominee Brett Kavanaugh.
A breathtaking half-century from batsman Colin Munro helped Trinbago Knight Riders crush Guyana Amazon Warriors by 8 wickets and retain the coveted CPL title for a third time. It was a one-sided affair at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy as TKR decimated Guyana Amazon Warriors with the bat and ball. Sent in, the Warriors fought their way back from a batting meltdown to finish on 147 for 9 of their 20 overs. But Munro was the star of the night as he slapped a 39-ball 68, which included 3 sixes and 6 fours, to race to the target with just 2 overs to spare. He also became the first man to reach 500 CPL T20 runs as the TKR dominated the evening in Tarouba.
CPL 2018, no one has ever done that. No one's ever gone beyond 500. 6 half-centuries to this champion out there. And I think he's got this one as well. He's flat-batted at its baseball at its best. In fact, that's T20 batting at its best. Here it is on the verge of victory. Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Oh, he's dropped in the deep. He was going for it. He was going for it. He wanted to close it down right there. And there's a false start. Get back in there, Skip. Searching for 2. Munro on strike. Peels it away. They'll be charging. They'll be charging. And they have done it. Trinbago, Munro's going up. The players are running everywhere. They are the champions. Hero CPL 2018, and they can't stop him. Well, the party has started, and it will continue late into the night.
And that's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.